Hi guys, Squirrel here. I'm back from Gamescom and I was allowed backstage at the Xbox stand to record some Forza 6 footage. Now this is pre-release footage. The game comes out on Xbox in September 2015. This was a specific set of events. There were 4 events in total. Now there are 4 races and 4 videos in total. Each of the 4 videos is linked in my video description. In this race, I'm racing the Audi TT around Brands Hatch. The unique thing about this is it's pouring down with rain and there's some pretty huge puddles on the track. When I started this race, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I thought it was just going to be a standard wet, rainy, slippery kind of track, but obviously I know Brands Hatch, but I wasn't really ready for what I was about to see around the next bend. So we start off, the first thing I noticed was the rain. Like, the rain effects on the window are really good. I mean, they are seriously realistic. I come into the first bend here, I'm just trying to hold that inside line, and then I see that massive puddle. Look at that. I'm thinking, what on earth? Like, seriously, you don't normally get that on a racetrack. So when you go through that massive puddle, it feels pretty realistic. The car just instantly pulls to the right because there's just huge drag as the wheel goes through the water. Now, if you was using a force feedback wheel like the Logitech G920, when that's available, I would imagine that at that point the wheel will just instantly pull in and you'll feel the feedback come through, and that's going to be fantastic. But in this race I was just using an Xbox 360 controller, so we don't have any of that feedback available. I decided to just play relatively kind of just trying to keep myself on the straight and narrow in this one. I wasn't racing too aggressively because I just wasn't kind of confident with what was going to happen. But one thought I had after the race was those massive puddles that you see, like those here, obviously the first thing you want to be doing is avoiding them, because not only do they slow you down, but you risk just coming off the track, quite literally. If you turn off all the assists and go through a puddle like that at speed, you could be in for an interesting time. But then it occurred to me later that it is actually a tactic in itself of trying to position yourself on the track to maneuver your opponents to go through those puddles, because if they go through those puddles, well, they're going to be in trouble. So there is an element of using the water against your enemy kind of thing. But other than that, I was racing around here and just, I mean, look at this. The puddle here is on the inside line. It's actually on the race line on that bend. So track knowledge means that you're going to have to go around the outside and you'll probably go through quicker. Some of them, like that one, are just cut right across. You can't avoid them. But I have to say, the rain kind of simulation of this is super realistic. I had a very enjoyable race around this track. And yeah, it just looks amazing. 60 FPS and it looks amazing. To go to the next race, click the link on the screen or see video description for details.